wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong.
What's up, everybody? This is my name is Black, and welcome to my review of Wrestlemania 38 Night 1, right here on the PW Hustle Zone. I gotta say, man, I did say I was not really excited for Wrestlemania. I was a little on the fence about it, especially how much they built up, and how much they kept on saying the word stupendous. I really hate that word after this weekend, because they gotta say it again on Sunday night too. So this is a nitpick I have, but seriously, can we just stop using the word stupendous? Period. After Wrestlemania 38, thank you. But I did say I was really look forward to Wrestlemania, but night one did deliver for the most part. It was a pretty decent night. I mean, like the first couple matches did not wasn't really if for a lot of people, but toward the end of the night ended up being pretty decent. So first thing first. I know it was supposed to be a match between New Day versus same as Holland. That match got cut, and that match got to happen on WrestleMania Sunday instead of happening scheduled on WrestleMania Saturday. So luckily, hopefully that match still happens, because I'm gonna be suck for Sheamus and the New Day and have the match being cut from the entire card of WrestleMania, not just for one night, on both nights. I don't really feel bad for Rich Holland, because that dumb man broke Big's neck, so fuck him. But anyway, start off the night of WrestleMania 38 Night 1. We have the SmackDown Tag Championship match between the Usos, 2/3 of the Bloodline, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs, looking like something you see from a Florida beach from afar. Like, what the? I'm sorry, but Nakamura did not look good in yellow and orange, at least not together. I know they were promoting my new flavor from Mike's Hard Lemonade, but this look is not it. Nakamura, it's not it, and this match was not it. It was not a good way to start on the WrestleMania, and for a good reason. Not only the match wasn't that good, but the match ended due to injury that took place during this match, a legit injury from the hands of Rick Boogs. Apparently, this match was supposed to have Nakamura and Boogs win the match and win the tag titles, but unfortunately, Rick Boogs suffered a torn quadricep patella injury. Tried to lift up both Usos during the spot, and that's what caused the injury and what caused him the match eventually. And it sucks, because I know Big Bill trying to pop the crowd, he's trying to get that WrestleMania moment, but it cost him the match, and it cost him some time off, because that injury needs some surgery, and it sucks. I feel bad for Boogs, and I feel bad for Nakamura, because we're probably not going to be having any TV time after this, so it sucks. But overall, Usos get the win. Usos retain the SmackDown Tag titles, and I wonder who's going to be taking these titles off the Usos, because I don't see anyone taking the title off of these guys anytime soon, unless they build up a tag team down the road. But anyway, next match on the card is Drew McIntyre taking on Happy Corbin with Madcap Moss. Apparently, it was supposed to be a special interest for Happy Corbin, but apparently that plan changed, and especially what happened later on in the night, and I think that's why they didn't do that, because they didn't want to do the same thing twice. But whatever. This match was what it was. It was a decent matchup. It wasn't really that boring. It was a match. That's all I gotta say about that. It was a match that I really didn't care for at first, but leading up to the end of the match, it was again pretty good. Especially towards the end, where Happy Corbin, hit Drew McIntyre with End of Days, and Drew McIntyre kicked out Yes, you heard it here first. Or you probably heard it here first, but you probably still seen it everywhere on social media. People were going crazy that Drew McIntyre kicked out on the end of days. This is the first time that anyone has kicked out on the end of days, and everybody was shocked. I was shocked because even though we probably already knew that it was gonna happen, it was dead a giveaway. They gotta have Drew McIntyre be the first person to kick out at the end of days. We still was in shock. We still couldn't believe it, and the crowd was shocked too. So that was a pretty good moment, and Drew McIntyre again to win over Happy Corbin with the Claymore. After that match, he then tried to cut the head off of Madcap Moss, and not only he tried to cut off his head, he cut the freaking ropes. So before the next match, they had to fix the ropes because Drew McIntyre tried to do his best to change our massacre. So instead with a chainsaw, it would be a sword. But anyway, I mean, they need to stop doing the whole sword thing. I mean, it was okay for a minute, him having the sword. But on his way, it went back to WWE Championship from Randy Orton a couple years ago. Now it's just starting once, of course, and it's just you really want to have someone trying to cut somebody's head off with a sword on a PC show. I'm just saying. Anyway, then before we get to the next match, we did have the next match happening, which was the tag team match between Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio taking on The Miz and Logan Paul. Now, first things first, I gotta say, Logan Paul did his thing. He did really good in this match, and like I said, if he does decent in the ring, he does a good job in the ring, I gotta take back most of everything I said about Logan Paul. And he did a really good job in this match. He did better than I thought he was gonna be. And the match itself was pretty damn good. Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio came out with the old school Rey Mysterio entrance, the jump out the sky. Also, they did the point into the crowd and the power went off. Those the pretty cool throwback they did. Also, Dom Mysterio paid homage to Eddie Guerrero with his gear when he wore in the ETW with the American flag. That was pretty dope. The match itself was pretty good. Like I said, Logan Paul did very well in the ring. Not only as his wrestling ability with pretty damn good looking winning power slam that made Braun Strowman jealous as hell. And also at one point you had Rey Mysterio trying to attempt to do the Three Amigos, but he got countered, and Logan Paul did the Three Amigos, or as I call them, the Three Dumbasses, because every time a mega heel like Logan Paul does that, is a big move, and he knew it. He knew it was going to get watched out of the crowd, and damn it, it did. And also, not only that, he did the false blast from the top rope. He did a little bit with Simi, like mocking Eddie Guerrero. Wasn't really that much about mocking Eddie Guerrero. It wasn't really that much with Simi. But the false blast was good enough. What is 5 stars? I gave it about 3.5, maybe 4. But in the end, Rey Mysterio trying to get the win for his team, but closing moments of the match, The Miz and Logan Paul get the win off of Rey Mysterio again body slam on top of his son, I believe. It probably might be the other way around, but and then either way, Miz and Logan Paul get the win, and Logan Paul actually won something for a change after losing against KSI after going to a draw against Floyd Mayweather. He finally wins a match in the wrestling ring. So kudos to Logan Paul, I guess. Looking like a gay ass Pokemon, a gay ass Pikachu. But other than that, it was a good ass match. But the Miz gets the last laugh as he turns on Logan Paul, hits him with a skull crusher finale, Deja vu for last year's Wrestlemania, as he gets done. Last year he gets done by Kevin Owens. This year he gets Skull Custom finale by The Miz. Maybe it's a good idea to just be on your own, Logan Paul, because hanging out with these wrestlers not gonna get you anywhere. Just like hanging out with these YouTubers and influencers not gonna get you anywhere. Just do your thing by yourself. You do perfectly fine by yourself on YouTube. However, you just do that in WWE if you stick around, of course. But next we had Crooked Stephanie McMahon coming out, glowing about how they signed University of Minnesota the wrestler Gable Steveson. And listen, I no disrespect to Gable Steveson, Minnesota representative over here, but there was no need for to have this happen. There was no need for this. It's just go on to the next match and go out all day. There's no need to have Cook Stephanie come out there and just glow about how they have one of the best amateur wrestlers in the world right now, and Gable Steveson. So it was just a waste of time. Hopefully we see D. Steveson in the ring soon, in the wrestling ring, see how he does there. Because we know how well he is in Greco-Roman in the amateur wrestling. But let's see how he does in the wrestling ring. So can't really see him wrestle whenever that may be. But we get to the next match. The real women's main event of night 1 is the Raw Women's Championship match between Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Becky Lynch comes out with driving in style, so she gets the card entrance, not Happy Corbin. So and maybe that's why they just canceled, they just scrapped the planned entrance for Happy Corbin, because they didn't want to do it, because Becky Lynch will do it later tonight. But Becky Lynch comes out look like Lady Gaga with the outfit and the eye makeup and the glasses, all the everything. Like Lady Gaga, more like Lady blah blah. But anyway, moving on from Lady blah blah to Bianca Belair coming out to a marching band, and pretty damn good entrance from DST to WWE. The match itself was okay. I wouldn't say it was the best match of the night, but I would say it was a really good matchup between these two, Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch. They would try to do the spot where the similar spot from SummerSlam where Becky Lynch punches Bianca Belair and hits her with the manhandle slam or the rock bottom, but that didn't happen. They even tried. Bianca Belair hit the KOD. And we all thought that was gonna happen, but too close to account for the man slam, the rock bottom. Closer moments in the matchup, you had Bianca Belair getting hit with a rock bottom, two steps by Becky Lynch, almost missing the 10 count, but she got back in there just in time. Becky Lynch got hit her with a rock bottom once again, but Bianca Belair, being very athletic as she is, uses the second rope to backflip off of the rock bottom, hits her with the kiss of death, and Becky Lynch can kiss her reign as Raw Women's Champion goodbye, as the EST of WWE is your new Raw Women's Champion after defeating Becky Lynch. Sweet revenge for Bianca Belair, and yes, she is indeed the first woman to win the SmackDown and Raw Women's Championship belts in back-to-back WrestleManias, and you know what that means. She is she wins 3 matches against the 4 horsewomen, three of the 4 horsewomen in WWE. She defeated Becky Lynch, she defeated Sasha Banks, and she defeated Bayley. There's only one. When are we gonna see Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair again? When are we gonna see that? Because if Bianca Belair can beat Charlotte Flair, then we all know the kryptonite for the 4 horsewomen in WWE. We still waiting for that matchup. We still waiting to see a clear-cut finish, because last time they fought in the Dusty finish. So when we gonna see it? But besides all that, congratulations to the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, getting the win, your new Raw Women's Champion. Anyone that had a problem with that, you can fuck off. But speaking of dusty finishes, the next match is Seth Rollins versus the opponent that handpicked by Vince McMahon. And Seth Rollins comes out look like a blueberry. They have his own personal chorus, and comes out waiting for his opponent. Still waiting. All of a sudden, power goes off from the ring to the stage. Lights go out, and all you hear is wrestling has more than one royal family. At the American Nightmare, Cody freaking Rhodes is back in the WWE. I mean, we knew it was gonna happen. We knew it was gonna be Cody Rhodes, but at the end of the day, we all popped. We all got excited. We all marked out when we saw Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. No Dashing Cody Rhodes. No Stardust. None of that shit. The American Nightmare coming out off the ground. All the pyro in the world. Blonde hair. The crazy looking coat. The stupid looking tattoo on his neck. Everything. We never thought we would see this Cody Rhodes in WWE. And damn it, he's in WWE. And he's back in WWE. We can say he's back, or has the new Cody Rhodes back in is in WWE. It's like it's great to see him back in WWE, because we could talk about how the AEW more talk to get upset over this, but we can talk about how me, Chris, Jimmy T, everybody from almost everybody from the PVC or the PV Hustle Facebook group pages, everybody had their fair share of things to say about Cody Rhodes. I mean, you guys heard me on the PVC. Guys, you heard me on here. You saw, guys, if you follow on the Facebook group page, you see what I have to say about Cody Rhodes. But at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes being back at WWE, I'm happy for him. I really am. And if he's happy, I'm happy. And I think it was essence stone that he got coming back to WWE anyway, because he wanted to prove himself to the best against guys like Seth Rollins, guys like Roman Reigns, guys like AJ Styles. Keep in mind, we never saw a match between AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes. Can you imagine seeing that match in WWE? Can you imagine if they give them the time, that match would be insane. Just like this match between Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Wasn't really insane, but it was a pretty damn good matchup nonetheless. And I would say I would give you this. I took a come out and say it. I say this match is better than most of this match he had in AEW. I'm just going out on a limb here. Call me crazy, but I think this match was a lot better than most of his matches that he had at AEW. And you can't. I know some of y'all will agree with me. But match was really good. Cody Rhodes looked great in this match. Hit the Cody Cutter, the Oz Cutter, maybe you want to be precise. But Cody Rhodes gets hit with the pedigree by Seth Rollins. He will try to go for something. I mean, he went for the Tiger. He went for the powerbomb, Tiger Driver, powerbomb version. But he was teasing everybody that he would go for a pedigree, but he got hit with pedigree by Seth Rollins. And closing moments of the match, you had Cody Rhodes hitting back-to-back crossroads, and cap it off with the beyond elbow, saves of his father, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby, and he hits him with one final crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Welcome back, Cody Rhodes in WWE. He gets the win, and he wasn't gonna go out there and get pinned by Seth Rollins and his return back to WWE. It wasn't gonna happen. So I'm happy Cody Rhodes is back in WWE, and let's see if he gets treated like the star in WWE like he was when he left WWE and he first became the American Nightmare. Way before AEW was a thing. Because when AEW came around, the character went its course a little bit. But that's all I gotta say about that. Welcome back, Cody Rhodes, and can't wait to see you. What you do next. But speaking of what's next, we had the SmackDown Women's Championship match between Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair, and I did not watch this match. I didn't care for this match, and after it happened, I don't know why it happened in the first place. And long story short, Charlotte Flair gets the win out off a big boot to the jaw of Ronda Rousey. Her second career loss in WWE in the hands of Charlotte Flair. It was worse, probably worse than, I wouldn't say worse than the match between her, Wanda, Charlotte, Wanda, and Becky at WrestleMania 30, but it was not spectacular or stupendous, as they would call it. But at the end of the day, this match was what it was. It was a good match. I'm not gonna say it was a bad match, but the dusty finish of this match, having the referee get knocked out by Charlotte. Charlotte looked like he purposely spilled little names anyway. Charlotte Flair tapped out. She tapped out, but the referee wasn't looking. But when Ronda Rousey did a dumb thing, trying to help out Charlotte Robinson, and she get boot to the jaw and gets her second loss in WWE. Charlotte Flair is still the SmackDown World Champion. And I don't know where they go from here. It was very interesting to see what happens next with these two. I don't think this is gonna end. I think they eventually gonna have Wanda get the belt, but we don't know when that's gonna happen. But Charlotte Flair retains the SmackDown World Championship, and there go my lock pick of that match, because I honestly thought they gonna have Wanda take the title here. But we move on to the real main event on night one, because they get claimed that they main event WrestleMania night one, but this was the real main event for night one, for good reason. You got Kevin Owens coming out for the KO show, and he comes out, tapes. He has his wrists are taped. He's wearing his knee pads. He's wearing his boots. It's gonna be a match. It's gonna be a fight. It's not gonna be no KO show. But KO comes out to still talking trash about the state of Texas, doing his best SpongeBob and Patrick impression of talking about how Texas is stupid, dumbass Texas, like all this shit. But before he goes any further, talk about Texas and Stone Cold, glass shatters, and out comes Stone Cold Steve Austin, raising hell like he always does, and driving the ATV around the ring, and walks in the ring, throwing at every sign of a KO show where it's out of the ring, and of course they're in the middle of talking, and of course Stone Cold Steve Austin outmatched on the microphone when it comes to anyone, especially Kevin Owens. But they talking trash. Kevin Owens challenges Stone Cold Steve Austin to a no holds barred match. At that moment, and guess what? They had that match, and Stone Cold Steve Austin looked like $1 million in this match. I mean, I mean, he looked great in this match. I mean, the crowd chant. You still got it after a couple of simple punches, but like everybody says that out nowadays for every wrestler. Can we still just stop saying you still got it to any wrestler that comes out of retirement or has a match after not having a match for years? Because you do it there in the middle of the match, that makes sense. But if you do it like a minute in the matchup, doesn't make any sense at all. But I digress. This is a little bit of a nitpick. But this match, these guys fought everywhere around AT&T Stadium. They fought in the crowd. They fought on top of the stage. It was a brawl, to say the least. But at the end of the day, after Kevin Owens hit the stunner on Stone Cold Steve Austin, there's no way you're not gonna beat Stone Cold Steve Austin's own move. Stone Cold Steve Austin ducks out of the way after Kevin Owens hit him with a steel chair ricochets off the head of the ropes, and hits Kevin Owens. And Stone Cold Steve Austin stuns KO and gets the win. His first match back in 19 years, and he gets the win in his home state of Texas, defending the honor of the state of Texas, the great day of Texas, as he puts it. And after the match, does a beard bath, closing out the show. For some weird reason, Bobby Sasser comes out and comes to the ring, and he starts a beer with Stone Lady Washington, and of course, he gets done. And it was a pretty good way to close out night one of WrestleMania 38. Overall, it didn't start off great, but toward the end of the show, it did what it had to do, and it was a really fun night. Really fun night. If I had to give it 1 out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6 or 7. But either way, it was a fun night. It was a good way to start off WrestleMania 38 with night 1. And all I gotta say is, night 2, you have to work hard for you. But that's my thoughts on night 1 of WrestleMania 38. Let me know down below what your thoughts are on night 1 of WrestleMania 38. And are you excited for night 2? Or are you gonna watch night 2? Let me know down below in the comments. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, tap the bell on the YouTube out to miss any of my videos. And yeah, hope you guys are having a great weekend, great WrestleMania weekend. You guys are watching it at home or attended the festivities in Dallas, Texas. Hope you guys have a good time and having a safe time. But until that time, I'm out of there with Black. I'm out.